What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Joe Bonamassa. Yes, indeed, Joe Bonamassa fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of January for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. Hope you enjoy the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this song by Joe Bonamassa and John Hiatt called Down Around My Place. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not heard the song to the best of my knowledge. This does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Joe Bonamassa TV. Okay, I've had a couple of issues with them in the past. It's 9 times out of 10 it gets resolved, so I'm sure it's going to be okay. It should be okay. I guess we'll see. And the video has 765,169 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. The link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Joe Bonamassa and John Hiatt, Down Around My Place. Beacon Theater live from New York. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Time to bring out another friend. I give you, without further ado, Mr. John Hiatt.
Is busted down around my place. Every tool is rusted down around my place. Creeks and rivers dried up down around my place. My woman's tears are cried up down around my place. And before there came a flood, some lost all even blood. Now the wind and the sun have come and left no trace. Down around my place, down around my place. These haunting grounds are hollow, down around.
He's got a really cool voice, actually. I'm usually not one for the kind of, how should I say this? Kind of that lower register drawl voice. I'm not usually one that's a big fan of that. But in this context, with this song, it's actually fitting like a glove. I like the fact that they're doing it pretty much him by himself for the most part. I think I hear keyboard kicking in right now, right behind him. But for the most part, it's all him. It's all John Hiatt, which is interesting. It's cool. it's cool. I don't know if this is the way the song's going to go the entire time. I have no idea. And I will say, I have a feeling it's not, because they've already brought in keyboard. I'm pretty sure I hear keyboard in the background coming in, entering into the song now. So maybe they're going to build layer upon layer. Next they're going to have bass come in. Or maybe, actually, will it be bass or will it be drums that come in next? Actually, no. It would make... You could go either way, honestly. I would personally go bass next. And then leave the drums to kind of form the apex of the song. You know what I mean? That's how I would go. And that's what I'm hoping he's going to do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Let's keep going.
On my place, exhausted fields lay fallow down around my place. Kingdoms come and crumble down around my place.
Well, he is strumming back
My
there.
prayers are merely mumbles down around my place, and I put my faith in you. Or did you make that error too? Bound to fail, that he might show his grace down around my place.
There we go, Bill.
Around my place.
Nice. I wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest with you. Feeling how the song was going and how the song has been structured so far, and the feel of the song as a whole. He started the guitar solo. Joe came in with a guitar solo, and I was feeling it. A lot of bends, a lot of sustain, a lot of vibrato, movement around the chord structure. It all was. People say this word all the time. It was basic, and I feel like people don't understand that when they're saying basic in that context, it's almost like a put down, and I don't like hearing it like that. When I say basic, is not necessarily a put down. What he's doing, the solo for like the first half of the solo, it was pretty basic. But here's the thing. Basic, yes. Was it a shred fest? No. And it was, I'm glad it wasn't, because it allowed the guitar solo to develop and evolve. By starting off basic, it still sounded great, but it allowed itself an opportunity to grow and get more complex. See, here's the thing. If he had started off with that shred fest, it would have come in like, a plane crash. It would have been like, wow, that's a bit much, You want your guitar solos to evolve. You always want to give your guitar solos a chance to grow and expand. And if you start off putting 100 notes into a single measure, every single measure, where are you going to go from there? Up to 200 notes per measure? I mean, you could, I guess, but I mean, it becomes almost one-trick pony-ish. You know what I mean? I'm glad he did the solo the way he did. Starting off simple, starting off basic, but really tasteful. And then letting it grow, letting it evolve into something far more complex. And that was impressive. It was impressive. Let's keep going here.
What a paradise this was. Every atom in me, toxic and heavy, started fighting for what they loved. So we fortified the ramparts, and we built the mighty towers. And it was plain to see we never were free from the tyranny of the hour.
Tell me they're going to go back to the beginning. Yes!
The family graves
Yeah,
keep
I'm gonna pause.
winking.
Okay, I'm going to pause here just because I don't want to pause through the rest of the song. Coming out of the apex of the song, which I do feel was right after the guitar solo ended, and both Joe and John were singing in harmony, playing together. The whole band was in at this point. They were all playing, rocking the house. That's the apex of the song. When I heard them stop and let the notes ring and let the notes fade naturally, I was thinking to myself, please tell me they're going to go back to the beginning and have the opportunity to finish how they start. And it sounds like that's what they're doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That is outstanding arranging and songwriting. Fantastic. Let's keep going here. And let's finish this out. I'm not going to... Yeah, we're at a minute and 40. I shouldn't have to pause anymore, so we should be able to finish this out. Let's go.
Graves keep winking down around my place. At every thought I'm thinking down around my place. While the young ones crowd the table down around my place, bitching about no cable down around my place. You know my grandpa said don't worry, it's always the last one in who's in a hurry to try and slam the door in the next one's face. Down around my place, down around my place, down around my place, down around my place, down around my place.
Nice. Yeah. No, that was really good. That was very enjoyable. To be honest with you, it's not what I was expecting. I'll tell you, I'll go further in depth into that in the review. Speaking of the review, let me gather my thoughts and I'll see you there. Well, there you go, folks. That was Joe Bonamassa and John Hiatt with Down Around My Place. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of January for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give... actually, you know what? Let me change that. Yes. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, cool. It was a little low. I had to raise it up a little bit. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. 8.4. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let me just start off with this. I said when the song ended, it wasn't quite what I was expecting. Let me go into a little bit of detail about that. Everything I've seen from Joe Bonamassa on this channel has been centered around blues. And I'm not going to lie, man. I went in with this kind of preconceived notion that I was going to be hearing some blues. I was ready for it, and I was like, okay, let's see what we're going to do here. Now, here's the thing. Was this blues? Blues is such a wide spectrum. When everybody hears the word blues, they usually think like Chicago blues or they think Texas blues. They think 12-bar blues. There's many other forms of blues. I would definitely classify this in a rock blues style. It definitely had kind of a blues feel as far as mood and tone, but sound and energy and drive from rock. So, I mean, I've heard, rock blues, or actually it's blues rock. No, actually it would be rock blues, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. Potato, eggplant, it's the same thing. So it wasn't quite what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a laid back, like Chicago style blues, very guitar heavy style blues, or even maybe like Memphis blues. But this is not quite what I was expecting. And to be honest with you, I'm glad. This was a very pleasant surprise. The song felt good. The songwriting was really nicely done. It sounded like we were in G or F sharp. Hold on. Is it either G or F sharp? Let me find out. F sharp. I was right. First time. I should have stuck with my gut. I was like, I want to say F sharp, but maybe it's G. No, it was F sharp. Okay, cool. Which is a great key. It's a great key for blues. Especially rock blues. It's a really effective key. The vocal style. Actually, know what? I'm gonna get to the vocal style in a little bit. The arrangement of the song. Let's start with the arrangement. The songwriting and the arrangement. Very well done. That soft, haunting intro, leading in, giving it a chance to grow, having a chance for the other instruments to come in and back them up, little by little, feeling that swell going into that guitar solo, hearing that build up. That was really nice. The guitar solo itself, I already talked about it, very well done. I like the fact that he started off simpler, but very tasteful. And it gave him a chance to evolve into some really nice hammer technique, some really nice hammer-ons and pull-offs. Very quickly executed, very well done. Not at all what I was expecting from Joe Bonamassa. I don't think I've seen him do that yet. I mean, up until now. I mean, I've heard him solo, but I don't think I've ever heard him solo like that, with more of a rock influence. Although it's funny, because if memory serves, in the comments, people told me that he does rock out, and I was like, yeah, okay, sure, if you say so. Well, now I have been proven wrong. So yes, I could definitely appreciate what he did there. Coming out of the guitar solo, when it hit the apex of the song, where John and Joe were both harmonizing together, everybody was playing, everybody was at a forte level, everybody sounded clear, clean, everybody was just well balanced, well mixed. It sounded fantastic. It hit that apex, quickly fading out right back to how we started, and man, that was good. I was hoping, when I heard that and they hit that final chord and it faded out, it tapered out, I was thinking to myself, please tell me they're gonna go back to the beginning, and they did, and it sounded amazing. I love how they ended the song. It made sense with the way that the song feels, the way the song is structured. the chordal structure of the song, the feel of the song, the tone of the song, it made perfect sense to go back to the beginning. So I'm really glad they did. The singing on this, let's talk about the vocals. Not usually a big fan of that lower register vocalization, unless it goes somewhere, or if it's like, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but in this, how can I explain this? Because usually his style of vocalizations I'm not a big fan of. I'm trying to explain, I'm trying to figure out why. Here's the thing, I know why. I just can't put it into words, and it's very frustrating. It's kind of upsetting me, if I'm being honest here. God, I'm okay. I'm not gonna try to explain it. Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna put it out there like this. Normally, I'm not a big fan of that type of vocal style, but in this context of this song, it fit and it sounded good, really good. When he got stronger, louder, went up into the upper registers that he had, it sounded better in my opinion. I liked it. I liked it better when he was up there, growing with the song. But I understand why he had his voice down low in that lower register with that kind of breathiness to it. I understand why, because that's what the song calls for. I get it. And like I said, normally, not a big fan of it. But in this case, it sounded really good. I dug it. Now look, this was a great song. It was a great performance. I dug the feel. I dug the tone. The entrance of the different instruments coming in. Getting to watch Joe kind of rock out with his solo. That was a nice surprise. No, everything about the song was great. It was great overall. It was really great, and that is why it's getting the 8.4. So, 8.4, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.